A nonprofit kitten rescue in San Jose now has an interesting home in San Jose. It's a cafe. It's a place where people can play with the kittens, available for adoption. It is called the Itty Bitty Cafe. Joining us now is the president of the cafe, Laurie Melo. Laurie, you realize just saying the name of this place is fun. All right, tell us how it works. What happens when you visit?
Yeah, so we just opened on May 4th. So we've only been doing this for about 3 months, but it's been working out really, really well. People can book ahead of time, make reservations online to book a 50-minute spot to come in and play with kittens. We are open from like 12 to 6. So we get like 6 sessions a day, and we have 2 separate playrooms, and we only allow 4 people per room. So it keeps it kind of cozy and kind of homey a little bit. So yeah, and people are driving, they're flooding in, they're coming in and they're coming out of the rooms as happy as can be, had a great time.
So I noticed, depending on age, it's $10 to book or $15 to book. So what do you get for that, Laurie?
Right. So for children 5 to 11, it's $10. For anybody over 12, it's $15. And they come in and they take their shoes off and put on some comfy socks. They go in and they get to play in these rooms that are set up like Kitten Disneyland. And there's toys and there's, couches to sit on. And usually there's somewhere between 10 and 14 kittens in there at a time. So they get to cuddle with the kittens, they get to play with the kittens, and they just have a fabulous time in there. It's great for them because they get a little kitten therapy, and it's great for our kittens because then they get more socialized. So when they're ready to get adopted, they're not afraid of people. They're used to seeing a lot of different people coming and going. So they're much more socialized and much more fun.
And I noticed that some of the kittens were in danger wherever what shelters they came from, of being euthanized.
Yes, so we pull mostly kittens that are under 4 weeks old that are they're at high-risk shelters for kittens that can't eat on their own. So that's our main focus, is the kittens that are needing bottle feeding. This year, we've actually been pulling kittens that are a little bit older, simply because the shelters are so overwhelmed that they're begging for help. They're not getting adoptions. They're having, hundreds and hundreds of kittens coming through their doors every month, and they don't know what to do with these kittens. So we're pulling as many kittens as we can from the shelters at various ages. And we've been really fortunate because we're doing adoptions also at the playroom. And we've had 88 adoptions just since we opened in May 4th. So I think it's bringing in a whole different demographic of people that maybe don't want to visit the shelter. So it's working out, fairly well. But yeah, some of these kittens, if we didn't save them, they didn't stand a chance.
Oh, that is so great. And you said earlier that you want them adopted in pairs, in twos. I think that's smart. And one more thing,
Yep.
The fact that the whole thing is run by volunteers, correct?
Yep, everyone's a volunteer, even me. None of us get paid. We all just do it because we love kittens and we want to save them. So we have a really good group of about 45 volunteers. They come in, they work the cafe. We also still have a store, an adoption center at a Pet Food Express store that holds adoption fairs on Saturdays, traditionally with kittens in cages. But we really like the cafe. The playrooms are a lot more fun, and they're a lot better for the kittens.
So, Laurie, they're telling me we're running out of time. Just tell me quickly, cat cafes, kitten cafes, I've seen them in other places. Japan is really big on it. There's some in Tokyo. So were you inspired by any particular place?
Actually, it's interesting. I have a friend who's much younger than I am, and he posted on Facebook and said he's been waiting his whole life to start a kitten cafe or a cat cafe. And I thought, you're waiting your whole life. You're only 30. It's like, I'm 63. Maybe it's time I do this. So I brought it to my board's attention in April. I said, hey, I really want to do this. What do you think? They said, go for it. And by May 4th, we were open. So, it just kind of all fell together, and it's just been really awesome.
Oh, hey, thank you on behalf of animal lovers. That's great. Good luck. Thank you, Laurie.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks
all
a
right,
lot.
Bye-bye.